Welcome back. We're getting ready to find out how the Jax Bridges program helped two women, Rhonda Ryan and Sarah Slutabo. But before we hear their stories, Carlton's going to tell us just a little bit about them.
A little bit about Sarah and Rhonda. Wow,
Yeah.
that caught me off guard. What I can say is, we're really proud of our ability to support different types of businesses. And I think what you'll hear a little bit later is their businesses are at different stages, but they're also in different industries. And what's incredibly important for us is to have a platform and tools where we can help different types of businesses. And last week we had a pitch contest, and these were 2 of the 3 winners of the pitch contest.
And what is a pitch contest, for those that may not know?
So that's when you have an opportunity to stand up in front of a group of judges and to actually discuss and pitch your business, whether it be for investment, whether it be for a contest, or whether it's just to communicate to different stakeholders.
Okay, so ladies, you must have had to have been very persuasive, but that's good.
Right, apparently so.
Yes, you got here. Tell us a little bit about your business, and we'll start with you.
Sure. I have the Icebox, and we make a 2-inch by 2-inch cube that forms the basis of a drink. So it can be a mocktail or a cocktail, and it's as simple as drop, pour, and drink. It has no preservatives, it's vegan, it's gluten-free, very little sugar, that's organic, and we really want to be the thing that people choose when they want to choose a drink and do it right.
Okay, so I guess that's a picture of a little bit about, because your website's still under construction, so we're going to see more in the coming weeks. But explain that to us, what this is again, because it is difficult to understand.
Sure. People grab a liquid mixer all the time from the store. It's reflexive, and there are a lot of preservatives and artificial colors and things you can't even pronounce. That isn't true with our product. So it's whole, fresh ingredients that we start with every single time, and we make it into this cube that's flash frozen. So you get a really slow melt in your drink, and this one is hibiscus ginger lemon, so it provides a great color as well as flavor. And it can be used as simply with tap water if you prefer, and or you can dress it up a little more if you like. And
I like the concept. How did you come up with that idea?
Well, we started a popsicle company called Bold City Pops, which we're still operating. Right now that is still paying most of the bills, but we needed a differentiator. And we were already, just for fun, sometimes taking a popsicle and putting it into a drink, and we thought this would be a good way to translate all that we've learned at sourcing materials and relationships with local growers for fresh fruits and vegetables, to expand that to a different concept that maybe isn't being done already.
Okay, that's interesting. I can see my daughter doing that. She's 10. She's always dropping things in and making things, freezing things. And let's get to you, Sarah. What is your company, and how did you get your start?
Well, thanks for having me.
You bet.
I'm with the Association of Veteran-Friendly Employers. And we started because we realized that while there's a lot of programs that help veterans transition to life after the military, help write resumes, help do job searches, that same level of attention hasn't been provided to businesses. And so we wanted to offer a centralized resource where any information from rules and regulation to identifying which military occupations actually fit my job could be found, so we can help bridge that gap between the job opportunity and the veteran. Okay, and now we're looking live at your website. And yes, that looks great. It looks very good. Thank you. Yes, our platform includes a database, an employer-driven database, where we've selected about 7,000 pages of data and filtered it so employers can look for their particular opportunities to find out what military occupations match. We have an extensive resource library, and we also have e-learning courses, so HR professionals of all levels can learn more about the military and how different regulation and policy can impact their workplace. Because we always seem to hear, at least in this political cycle right now, that a lot of the vets aren't treated that well, or that there's more that we can be doing for them. It seems like this is a little bit of how you're tapped into making sure that our military is provided for when they try to get back into the workforce. Is that right? Yes. There are a lot of programs that help the veteran, But if businesses don't sort of take that first step as well to try to understand who they are, all the great benefits that they bring a workforce, their work ethic, their leadership skills. So we wanted to really bridge that gap and be the solution for the business so we can make those connections possible.
It's probably not something a lot of businesses even think about.
It's not. And there's 16 federal and state resources out there. 28 states have, implemented legislation. And so if we can help pass that on to businesses of all sizes and industries, then we're, being, successful in that.
I think that's great. And then getting your word out. And what would you tell to all the upcoming entrepreneurs who may be watching at home right now, the importance of the Jax Bridges program?
I started when we were building the business by taking all of the things I had learned from the Jax Bridges program. What is our value proposition? What is our business model? How will we acquire customers? How will we overcome perceived pain points? And I wouldn't have been able to do any of that without going through the program at the Jacksonville Chamber. So for me, from the ground up, being able to implement these best practices and focus strategically on our business has been just a success.
And Rhonda, I guess you would concur with that?
Yes, absolutely. When you have a small business, you're stuck in your business. And so this allows you to take a little step back and look on your business and at your business and learn how to do it well. I felt not only encouraged but empowered to step so far out of my comfort zone. It was harder than any semester I had working on my master's degree, but it was very, very rewarding. There were people who had concerns that they had been running for several years that were multi-million-dollar companies, and some people were just starting out and had an idea and were still looking for funding. So I learned something from both of those strata in the class, and it was very useful to think seriously about how we were going to meet these contract demands.
And Carlton, thank you for bringing both these ladies in. Something to learn from every one of the guests.
Yeah, it's enjoyable. I mean, to be in a position to support small businesses and entrepreneurs every day, I tell people I'm just living the dream.
Yeah, we can see that. All right, guys, thank you all for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you
And
so
coming up next, 904thin.com, a Nutrimos program. We're going to show you how it helps people get healthy and lose weight at the same time. Plus, this weekend, the Jacksonville Jazz Fest will be returning, running May 26th through the 29th. Big name performers are going to be on tap this year. To view the lineup, go to the website on your screen. We'll be right back.